Feel like I'm one in another. Rome, the Vatican, lost pedestrian. I wanna find my way like Pope did the Reverend. My heart is heavy, palms are sweaty. Get the Psalms ready, man. Lord, forgive me. I wanna sell my soul. There ain't no seller for this soul. I quick fixing it. Lost the legend, I'm feeling it.
If you're listening to this,
it's too late.
It's too late. It's too late, mate.
This is the Skelly and Mayo show.
And we're gonna start in
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
We are live on the S&M show season 2 episode I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's like let's random guess it's 15. I'm checking. No, 16.
Come on.
It feels like it should be 15. This is how disorganized we are.
It is 16.
16
you guys are a
episodes.
bit-
Episode 16.
But you know what? I'm just happy because we finally how many times did I say finally? Finally got
Drum roll.
our super guest in, Asmau. Welcome to the S&M
She
show.
is in the building.
You are your own rapper and hype man. Like that was crazy.
It's incredible.
Or hype
Why
woman.
not? Like
Yeah.
YOLO. Let's do this.
YOLO. Have you ever used that phrase before, YOLO?
Yes. Before I've done incredibly stupid things, I've said YOLO and then proceeded to do the said stupid
Yeah,
thing.
so that's why we probably shouldn't say it.
Wonderful.
Yeah. You know.
Asmau, man.
Cool.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, guys. I know it's been.
So
No offense to anybody else that's been here. Is she our prettiest guest?
Come on, guys.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
go there. Let's...
well, it's a good thing
Let's go straight to
we got a
business.
camera now so they can see your face because she's got this little hypnotic
Zoom in, zoom in, zoom
Twilight,
in. I'm joking.
Twilight eyes going on. Like,
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, but it's really nice to have you.
Thank
so
you.
Our listeners want to know why you've been ducking us for so long.
That's right. Yeah.
I honestly.
We've actually called you out on the podcast.
I know. Oh my god.
Nobody else gets that treatment. Like we called you out.
Guys,
Like,
I honestly have no excuse. It's just life. Things just came up, and to be honest, I was at first I was just kind of like I'm a bit nervous. Like
Yeah, that was funny.
I speak in front of the camera a lot as well. I'm always in front of the mic. It's just I don't know. I was just feeling.
I think you were really overthinking it because
Yeah,
I
maybe that was
kept
it.
trying to tell you, listen,
Yeah.
the two of us are useless human beings. We just
speak for yourself, man.
Excuse me.
I'm very useful.
I was just trying to make
I
you
have
feel better
uses.
by saying, adding myself to it. You're the useless one, really. But we're trying to tell you that we really don't plan these things. We just have a conversation, and that's what the S&M show is. It's as real as it could possibly be.
Well, here now, so let's dig into it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was listening to a podcast yesterday, called The Brilliant Idiots, and they were doing their 300th episode.
Yeah, no.
And they were talking about how they never plan. They just and those are the best podcasts.
And it works.
Yeah,
right?
just comes out. It works.
Go with the flow.
So you
Or you're here.
said life has just been in the way. So what is life for Asmau? Like, and you talked about being in front of the camera and the mic. So
Yeah.
us a little bit about
Well,
That's right.
Asma G.
yes,
Right now, life for me is beautiful
okay.
in the sense that I'm directing every inch of it. So basically, a little history. Just finished my NYSC.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Woo. No,
Wait.
say that again.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I so funny. Hey.
Oh, you went to camp and all that?
Yeah, I went to. I live in London.
Okay.
I left London specifically to come to Nigeria to do the camp
All right.
and go back. So that was like my idea of like this. Everyone kept telling me this is so fun. So I got there. Long story short, I fell ill halfway through. Got malaria and typhoid. Was in the hospital for the first time.
Wow.
Was reacting to antibiotics. Experienced temporary deafness. I couldn't move. I was so ill I couldn't even travel. This was in Bielsa, half across Nigeria. I knew
that's
no
where you did
one
your
there.
camp.
Yeah, I
Oh
knew
my
no one
God.
there. I kept pretending that I was fine, so my family didn't come. So I was alone in hospital, and I couldn't move basically. So they were just pumping me up with these medications. One day, with half my ears, I was just like, I'm leaving. So I called my dad, and he kind of arranged someone to take me to Abuja. But I, at that point, started feeling fine. And you know, once you set a goal,
Yeah.
I said, do you know what? I'm feeling okay. I'm going to finish these 3 weeks. I was so dedicated to just completing it because
So proud
there was
of
so
you.
much
Yeah.
difficulty even in the camp.
Uh-huh.
But after the first few days, I kind of settled in, and it kind of allows you to see yourself in other situations.
That's
So
right.
I was like, I've got 4 days left. I
Yeah.
feel okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. So I went back and I graduated, passing out.
Passed
As they call
out.
it. Yeah, that's
Passed
it.
out.
3 days later,
Okay.
and yeah, I finished this year. Sorry, we're in 2020. 2019 November.
Okay.
I finished the year.
So all this time I was talking to you, you were still serving then. You're still.
No, I joined the gym like November.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just
Okay, yeah,
finished.
Just finished.
okay.
Yeah, I just
okay,
finished.
okay,
I just finished.
You know what? One thing I say all the time. I've said it on the podcast a few times. It's one of the few sayings that actually sticks, and I actually follow through on. Is you build self-confidence by keeping promises you make to yourself.
Yeah.
That must have been an incredible feeling of like,
it
I
was
nearly died.
Like, you don't understand. We've all been through a lot,
Yeah.
but that one pushed me to the brink.
Yeah.
There's nothing more terrifying than something touching your health, like affecting your health.
And losing one of
I
your
swear
senses.
to God, I
couldn't
saw the
hear.
angel of death. Yeah, he
Oh,
came to me, was like, "Babe, I know it's not your time, but like,
Oh,
know,
really?
you're
And you're like, "Not
I'm
today."
like, not today." So we had a little bit of a scuffle. He left in the end. So I saw death. Right,
Wow.
I was at the brink, but I was like, "Look, girl, this is a promise to yourself. You have to do it." So
You have to do it.
That must
I
have
had
been
to do it.
super scary because of
It
being
was.
being out of town as well, being completely new environment.
But you know what helped me, because I travel the world.
That is true.
Yeah,
So that's another thing.
Yeah,
Tell us
I-
about that,
I-
because
Let's
your
hear about
Instagram
that.
looks like a.
I have been to, I think 47 countries.
Amazing.
46, 47, 48. I can't remember.
Wow.
Yeah, but about
Wow.
that. Yeah, and
How much does filling visa forms suck for you when they ask for your travel history? Like especially the countries that don't just go your last 5 destinations, when they tell you things like,
Last 10 years.
yeah, last 10 years. Oh, God.
well, the thing is, I can't really relate to that
'Cause
because
you
I have a British
passport.
So it allows me to go to, out of those 47, I can tell you I've been to 40 of those countries visa free.
That's good.
Nice.
And even if I do need a visa, maybe upon arrival,
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you maybe 3 times I've needed to actually apply for a visa before I go.
Oh, I
so
see.
it's
So that's
heaven.
nice.
It's
Yeah,
That is
beautiful.
that's
so
really
sweet,
good.
man.
It's so beautiful. I think that's like what has gingered me to go.
Makes it a
because
lot
if it
easier.
was if
Yeah.
it was the case where I had to have a visa each time,
it's a nightmare.
it wouldn't
It's a
be
nightmare.
happening.
What's the craziest experience you've had
What's the
during your travels? Or
and
you
where,
wanna
and where
modify
was
that?
and where was
Yeah.
Craziest.
Yes.
Yes, like just something wild has to have happened.
I've had a lot of wild ones, but the most wildest was Jordan.
Oh,
And I had to, I don't know if you know Petra, so it's the ancient town, ancient civilization that that it's still there. And Aisha, who is my friend, Shatima, shout out to Shatima.
I remember her.
We went together and we had to, well, they call the local Arabs there
Berbers.
yeah, I think that's what they call them. Yeah.
B-E-R-B-E-R.
This guy's so
So the
intelligent.
local, he is,
He
man.
knows shit, man.
Chop knuckle, huh?
It's the size of his head, man.
So the local Arabs were like, we what did you say?
You said it's the size of my head. So I gave him the
Mayo,
finger. The
stop
camera will
being
pick that
mean.
up though. Yeah.
Anyways, so these local Arabs were like, we're going to take you somewhere where you can have the best view.
Okay.
So it was basically climbing this very steep.
Oh my
Rock.
gosh.
I died. I came back to life. I died. I came back to I died again.
Wait, did you
It
have like
was-
safety equipment and stuff though?
That was why I said it was the craziest thing ever. Aisha was climbing like, yo, come.
Is
So,
Aisha
yeah.
your friend who we met?
Yeah.
last-
Aisha Shatima, yeah,
Oh, okay.
she's the Mancunian.
That's right.
Manchester,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
She was just like, come on, let's do it. She did it so effortlessly. And I thought it was the scariest experience of my life, because I looked back and I could swear that I'm dying.
What if you
like,
died?
Yes. Like I would slip and I would die for a rock in Jordan, not even in my house.
Because of a view, but let me guess. By the time you got there,
No.
it was incredible.
Like
Wasn't it?
I'll show you the picture. But
Okay.
it was amazing. But that was scary. Like I had my heart in my hand, and yeah, it was scary. It was crazy.
Damn,
I know,
okay.
yeah,
Well, you lived.
traveling's amazing.
That's good.
So as I was talking about the NYC, so I finished that now. As I was saying, I'm directing my life kind of. I'm at a point in my life where I finished my undergraduate degree. I finished my master's. And it just seems like life is just going by. And even though I've traveled, I can't say I haven't lived. But I feel at this moment in my life, it's all about myself. I just really, really want to nourish myself. I want to develop myself. I need to develop my brain and my... Just me as a person. I need to nurture me before I drain me. I need to love me.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So right now I'm in the period of loving me. So I decided that I'm not going to work
Okay.
That's good.
for a period of 6 months. Luckily for me, I have a job in London that's called locum that I can actually work whenever I feel like.
Okay.
And for a period of 6 months, my name will still be on the register.
Are you pharmacist?
I work in a hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I could work and they'll renew my name basically every 6 months, and I don't need to work. I can work once every 6 months, and that's it.
Incredible.
That's amazing.
So yeah, so basically I was like, okay, I'm gonna take these 6 months out, and then after that I'll go and do a little bit of work, and then before I really settle and make my choice what I want to do, if I want to stay over there, if I want to stay here. And these 6 months so far I'm 2 months in, and this is my schedule for the day. I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Nice one.
First thing I do is pray. I'm a Muslim, and I need to connect with my God.
Of course.
So for the first hour of the day, I pray and I read the Quran. After that, I practice my Spanish, so I'm learning Spanish.
Hey,
Look
look
at
at
give
you.
us some lines. Can you drop a few lines?
Yeah.
Put on
Say
the
something
spot. Put on the
vulgar.
spot. You're like,
I don't even know.
you know about
Donde está el baño?
El Baño?
That means where's the toilet? I always use the toilet, so I know that one.
Oh.
Donde está el baño?
Is that spelled B-A-G-N-O?
No, donde. That's where.
No, the baño.
Oh, yeah, B-A-N-O. Baño.
With the
right.
thing.
With the N, the
Okay.
squiggle thing on the N, yeah.
I first heard bang, by the way.
I know.
Well,
You
that's
see, that's
because
your
your brain
ears
is
and your
rotten.
brain. And that's
It's a foul place. You know?
Nobody else heard bang.
That horrible mind of yours.
Nobody else heard bang.
Baño.
No.
Even
Bang,
they have
yo.
baño.
Bang, yo.
Wow.
That's what it sounds
So yeah, I do my Spanish. I listen to a podcast.
like. Okay.
Checking your ones every
Anyway. Oh, okay.
Of course,
okay.
S&M,
Shout out
of
to
course.
So
yes.
there's a rotation of
Yeah, yeah.
podcasts.
I listen to different ones,
Okay.
and then after that, I read. So I read either fiction or non-fiction, depending on what book I'm on, for
Okay.
about 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then I study. So right now I'm into psychology and sociology.
I read sociology first degree.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
nice.
I'm doing a psychology course as well.
Really?
Cognitive
Oh,
and
we
behavioral
got so
therapy.
much in common.
That's right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to just teach myself things that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And after I finish with so I have this online course that I do after I finish taking the lectures, and I hit the gym. So this is all before the gym. Hit the gym and come back, and then that's when I give my time self to write. So, because I'm a rapper.
Yeah, this is what I was waiting for.
You shouldn't have said that, because
rapper.
now you can't just say I'm a rapper. We need some bars,
Just
man.
need some bars.
Do you know what? I'll drop some bars.
Oh, damn.
That's what I talk
Definitely.
I'm
about.
gonna
I'll be lit.
actually drop some bars that I wrote today.
Okay, we're getting fresh stuff.
Today was a very emotional morning, as it was probably for
Yeah,
you
for-
guys.
yeah.
Kobe Bryant
That's right.
passed away,
Yeah.
and this guy,
Peace.
yeah, this guy actually, when I was 13, I was this fat, short kid that was just figuring out life. I had so much low self-esteem. I was fat, as I said, and I had a lot of bullies, and I could barely run. And I remember just watching Kobe Bryant just like shooting hoops, and I don't know what drew me to basketball at that time, but he was just like, come on girl, get out of your shell, you can do it, you're confident, you're amazing. Before I knew it, I was playing basketball in secondary school. And so I feel like there's a part of him in me. And so I wrote a little thing this morning, so I'm gonna drop that
Hell yeah.
Damn.
in a second. So I wrote it this morning. There's no tune or rhythm to it. It's
That's
just
it.
a few bars, and
I was gonna like give you a beat. Like I was gonna take myself back to primary school.
Hey.
Like, drop some
Yeah,
beat
on the table.
How many times did I get in trouble for that, man?
Yeah, probably
You know,
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher Chijina got most of it though.
Yes. Christopher Chijina. That
Like,
dude was,
noisiest guy.
Oh my
in
God.
the entire school.
and I think the last time I saw him, he's like super calm now.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
that?
crazy.
Life changes. Man.
Yes, people change. People change. It's crazy.
Like look at Asmau. She was a
That's right.
low self-esteem.
Yeah, I know.
And all that.
It's
Now
a
she's like,
process.
And now,
It's a process. guys.
like,
It's
I'm
a
just
process.
staring at you like, wow.
don't look into her eyes, man.
Can I ask you a question?
She does things with her eyes.
Maya, stop it,
She's
Maya.
like, she knows what I'm talking
See,
about.
now it's happening. Like, I can
Don't
see
look-
what you're talking
you
about.
see-
I just looked in.
Guys,
It's like a Twilight.
can
thing.
I do my bars?
All
Are you
right,
ready?
All right, all right.
All right.
Let's hear it.
So I wrote it today. Don't mind my mistakes. So,
It's alright. It's fresh.
all right, let's do this. Feel like I'm one in another. Rome, the Vatican, lost pedestrian. I wanna find my way like Pope did the Reverend. My heart is heavy, palms are sweaty. Get the Psalms ready, man. Lord, forgive me. I wanna sell my soul. There ain't no seller for this soul. I quick fixing it. Lost a legend, I'm feeling it. I'm so many marks upon my soul. What am I gonna do with it? You set the bar so high. Army and Navy gonna have to fly with me. Check the sky with me. Put the finger in the air. You ain't there for me. Surgical precision death. Cut the bullshit from my condition. Like Dwayne's cut. I'm naked to my living. I notice the chains. 'Cause the chains can pain. I campaign for chains. Your blood run through my veins. All the same. Woke up tomorrow I came, but you was late. Dropped on me, left me hanging by the gate. Lord, love yours before it's late. Rate your seeds, dot your I's and cross your T's. Rest in peace to the G's. Rest
Wow.
in peace.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Wow. Rest in peace,
Rest
Kobe.
in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace
Yeah,
to all the
man.
G's that have made
Rough
differences in our
damn
lives
time.
and that have inspired us. Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Rest
Absolutely.
in
Got
peace. So, yeah.
immersed there, man.
Yeah, you do.
Damn.
So that's not a final cut, but I just wrote it this morning.
Sure, man. Thank you so
like,
much for
before
sharing
I-
that.
Yeah,
with us,
thanks for
man.
sharing,
Yeah,
especially
no.
knowing that you write, so you probably go back and revisit and
Yeah,
And yeah,
edit.
thank
This
you
is
so
the,
much.
the rawest
Yeah.
I've performed anything.
Oh, wow.
That's
You know,
good. Okay. I guess I'll just say it. Because I used to write. He knows.
Yeah.
The rest of the world does. You said it on the podcast.
I've said it
before.
on
You,
podcast.
you
dick.
right?
Wait, what? I'm the dick?
You're a dick.
Wait, you're
You're
right.
you,
Wait,
what?
you're
Guys,
Massive
stop.
dick.
You
Stop. So wait, you right.
He used
I
to
used
write.
to
Shut
back
up.
in the day.
He used to write back in the day in school.
Anyway, but
and then
I would
sort of
never
let it-
share raw stuff. So it's
I know
it's a
that
big
took
deal.
a lot, but
I know.
you
That's why
know,
I'm so thank you for that because I know how.
we always want to like kind of complete
Yeah,
the work
want to
and
be
close the
done and-
circle
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
make it look pretty and get the beats and everything.
Yeah.
But you know,
And one of the reasons why I admire this so much is I'm still like that. I will not share. I'll give you a perfect example today. I'd written out something that was pretty good, but like I wouldn't send it, and my boss needed it. Like I wouldn't send it because I was like, nah, I haven't gone through. I haven't. What if there's a typo? What if there's a this? And so when I see people like you who will share, and it's still beautiful. Like it's still beautiful.
It's just,
So yeah,
you know.
I'm learning from you right now.
and one
And then I
thing
just
about-
looked in her eyes again. Jesus
Don't do it, man.
Guys, but we're talking about death and
Messes me up all the time.
What was I gonna say? One thing also is in my writing, as I'm writing, when things like the death and how personal it was to me and how I felt it, because you get inspired by different things. Well, I get inspired by everything. When I'm writing, I can get inspired by a bottle because writing and rap is poetry and poetry is life, and life happens every second. So I get inspired by everything and anything. But when something actually happens, you feel it.
Yeah.
So in my writing, I could write down something like that probably in 2 hours or 3. If it was something else, it would take me like a month or a few weeks. Or so this, I think, the rawness of it just came straight. So maybe it was just less refined, but just it felt real to me.
Yes.
You know,
You
so.
had to tap into it. You had to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what it is, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I really don't want to dwell too much on this
Death.
death.
Yeah.
But like this morning, because Mondays are always like a bit of a live day here, No matter what kind of weekend people have, like people just come. Like Monday's like redemption day, But this morning this was the,
You know, that's why I couldn't make it. Like I
I'm not
was
surprised.
just
this was
I
first
can't-
of
I
all
can't
the
move.
scantiest Monday morning I've ever had.
wow.
Like 3 people showed up,
Listen,
Wow.
his kid,
and
like
the energy
Yeah,
was like, I don't even want to call it energy. It was the worst. There was a, it's amazing that someone can pass and make such a global like
Impact.
impact.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
really, like the air was stained.
Yeah.
Like I woke up and I didn't even feel up to it either.
yeah.
And I didn't even get mad. I understood that it was empty. Like,
That's right.
I didn't even want to particularly. Like,
Yeah, I'm just feeling the wife, like
Yes.
husband
You know
and
what?
a kid.
Not just the husband. She's been Kobe. She started seeing Kobe when she was 17.
No.
Yeah, when she was
You're
17.
joking.
That's the only man she's
Her life.
been with her entire life. And she's got to be close to 40 now. She's got to be maybe mid-30s. This is, and then the love of your life
I
and
got
your baby.
shivers right now, like
I just keep thinking about her. I just keep thinking about her. And after all that they'd been through, she actually filed for divorce when he had that scandal. And I was reading an article today about how determined he was to save that marriage. And that they saved it, they came back together and they made it work. And you're just thinking, you know, Obama's tweet about Kobe said he was about to enter a phase of his life that would have been even more consequential and powerful than his playing career.
Yeah.
And you think the family is set, the girls are doing great.
Beautiful
I'm
girls.
41 years
Yeah.
old. The world is my oyster, and it's just
I'm ready to do it,
just ready
like,
to
yeah.
explode and just do it.
And how he
he's
was
gone.
helping his community.
Helping his
Yeah, I heard about
community.
that one.
So much.
I mean, doing so much for homeless people.
Yeah.
Like, amazing guy. And,
Amazing guy.
But he's gone. You know, he's
Gone too soon.
Yeah. So,
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Rest in peace.
rest in peace. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Well,
pick it up somehow.
I need a sip of water.
Yeah. So okay, so that's it. So you write, obviously you rap, but there's some other stuff you do as well. There's some things I see on your Instagram, something with women or yeah.
Yeah.
You can touch on that a bit.
So yeah. So in my, I started it recently, actually, sometime last year. Basically, because I think I'm strategically placed. God has strategically placed me in an intersection in life where I was born in England. I came to Nigeria, and like so many other people, like I'm black, I'm a woman. There's an intersection of, if you would like, things that I can talk about. I have a wider audience that I can reach for so many things.
Yeah.
And living there, I've always traveled. The traveling that I do a lot, I do a lot of humanitarian aid, just helping people in vulnerable positions. Been to India and Vietnam, like those affected by the Vietnamese war, like the children with disabilities, and did like physiotherapy and so many things. So it's always been a thing that I've done. But here is my home, and I haven't, in England, believe it or not, it's not as easy to access people as it is here. So I came here and I walk into the camp and there's all these women and girls and kids and they're walking around, and you know, usually you have to sign this paperwork or get this clearance before you can even speak to them.
Yes.
These are even in the countries that I visited. But here is just like,
Yeah.
hey,
Do whatever.
let me teach you English. Say hi. And you can say hi. Like, I can make an impact in a second. Say hi. And she's learned how to say hi without me signing any papers. So I'm just like, I have this opportunity. Why not use it, you know? So I basically picked a group of girls aged, they're about 12 to 14, 15. And I see them every week, maybe a day or two on the weeks. And basically I focus more on, not on conventional education like maths, English and science, but I wanted to, my aim was trying to complete them as a human. So teaching them life skills. We're talking anything from empathy, how to interact with your neighbor, what you do when a guy is trying to touch you and do you say nothing or do you say no? So sexual violence, we're talking hygiene and periods and how to read. So a mixture of different things, and I get them to. I want to really boost their creativity as well. And
That's very important.
I'm excited because this week we're going to the zoo for the first time.
Oh, yeah?
None of them has...
Is there one in Abuja?
Yeah, there's one called Man. Someone told me about it and they arranged
BMT
it.
Garden is putting theirs together though.
Okay.
That's in Wuse too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but which one did you say?
It was Man. So it's like a...
That's
the
Mambila
private-
Barracks?
Man
It's
something.
amazing.
Yeah.
Because I love...
Because there's the children's zoo in Asokoro. Is
Okay.
it Asokoro?
I don't know.
Yeah, the
actually.
barracks?
I haven't...
I'm going to ask
Yeah.
Google.
No. I haven't because I was gonna arrange it for Wednesday. So everything was supposed to be done yesterday, but it wasn't. So yeah, I'm gonna arrange it. So
Awesome. That's going to be so dope.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that,
amazing.
and just take them to the playground, take them to play. They've not really been to a park before, and just
And
show her the
those little
world.
things, like with the little things to us, but they go.
Listen,
You go a long
I went
way.
I think I went once to the class with 5,000. I didn't go to the class, but I bought them stuff worth 5,000.
And the
And
joy.
it almost felt like the best thing I've done because
Yeah.
they were so happy. Like we had a competition where I told them to act and something, and the best group won. You should see how they were fighting to or get their best acts on. And I'm
Oh,
just like,
that's
this is what I
amazing.
want to kind of spark their creativity and
And they'll never forget you. They never will. And
That's-
at that age, what did you say, 12 to 15?
yeah.
At that age, they're such sponges that they will remember every detail of what you tell them. And so it's good that the input is positive and it's stuff that'll help them, as opposed to a lot more damaging stuff could be coming in.
We try.
Yeah,
It's good, man.
Just to,
A good person.
get,
You really
get
are.
us-
That's
get
what's
us-
shining through. You're a good
get us-
person.
Come on, man.
Are you blushing again?
Come on, man, guys. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I rap right now in my life. I'm taking out time to just explore myself. Doing this voluntary thing with the girls, trying to, make an impact. And if in a sense, I even see it somehow selfish because when I'm doing it, I get gratification. I feel good, and I'm just like, am I allowed to feel this
This
good?
good.
Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
I
It
can,
really
I can
is.
relate to that particularly right now.
Yeah.
Because last week, and this, I shouldn't even feel that good about it because it was for my family.
Yeah.
But my mom called me and she needed something done. It was a small domestic thing. Out of cooking gas, driver isn't around. She needs to go to church. There's nobody. So I left what I was doing, and the feeling of just that phone call when she called, how far did you get it? And I was like, yes. And the thanks. Man, I felt 10 feet tall. And then on Saturday, I had this thing to do for work. And it was an event, and we were speaking to regular people about a particular campaign that my office is running. And I had this, I told them in the office that I had this interaction with this woman. And her eyesight was failing, and she was trying to get free healthcare because one of the things, there was a free healthcare thing. And she was trying to get a check, and we talked for a while, and it wasn't a very easy conversation because of the barrier. But later in the day, I thought about her, and I just started crying because this is someone who needed help. Like, she really needed help. And I told myself, thank God I got her information. I have a phone number. I have to do something for her because there's so much. I think we underestimate the opportunities we have to be good and to help people. And it's such a powerful thing. Don't feel bad about it. That's part of the reward. Don't feel bad about the gratification.
In a way, I almost feel cursed in the sense that God has placed upon me or made me feel another person's pain. And if I didn't feel it, I can sleep well. I don't need to do as much. I don't need to speak out about things. I don't need to protest about A, B, and C, because that's why they say ignorance is bliss, right? But no, like, I feel such a burden to do these things, and even if it's not physically creating awareness through my music and my art and sharing my words and whatever I write, trying to change one person's mind in some way or the other. So hopefully it's not a curse and I can
No, I think it is not
go
a
all
curse.
the way and try and make an impact.
The entire time I've been thinking about one thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Do you know the question?
Oh, do I? Should I do it?
Well, wait,
this-
yeah.
yeah, you do it.
So,
actually.
all right. So we. Sorry to ambush you,
This is scaring me.
but you couldn't just come and leave without a little
Why
bit
not
of
now?
difficulty. All right. So
All right, hit me up.
something we do with all our guests is
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun, I'm husband.
we sell their market.
Hey.
Yes, we sell their
dun.
market.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Hey.
You know, so let me just get to the. Are you? There's a way we ask the question.
Yeah. It's the way we ask.
Are you single? And or even if you think you're single, is there anybody out there under the impression that they are in a relationship with you?
Baby boy, there are many
There are
people
plenty.
that
I love it. She's a humanitarian and a player.
This has been great.
Dude, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You need to listen.
Diversify.
This is.
I like it.
that. Please continue. So yeah, to answer the latter question, you know, it's a thing where they feel a connection, but baby boo, there ain't no connection. I ain't feeling it like that.
Asmau so cold.
So
But to answer the first one, I am single.
hey, free agent.
Oh,
Valentine's Day plans?
All right. What's
Well-
what's her handle again?
At Asmau G.
Please.
please, if you don't have muscle.
Please.
Yeah. She like the
What is your
guns.
spec? What is your spec? Let's help
My
you. Let's help
swag
you.
just come with the muscles,
Muscles.
fine face, the swag, the brain must be on point.
On
there.
point.
Just be bringing lights.
I like
as we're
it.
talking where
I
you're
like
lighting
it.
up.
And you're not just single. You're available.
I'm available, man.
For the
I'm
right
open.
person.
I'm open. I'm very open for
All
the
right.
right one.
So guys,
Please,
20s.
Igbo, Yoruba, Igala, Shekiri,
everywhere. Bring it. So guys, when we started, I asked if she's the prettiest guest we've ever had.
Come on, guys.
And
that is-
I invite you to go on her Instagram
Get
page.
on the gram.
Asmau G, right?
Yeah.
Asmau G.
ASMAUG.
She's multi-talented. We've seen that she has a shining soul. So come on, guys, what are you doing? What
What the hell are you waiting
Slide.
for?
Exactly. Slide into that
Slide
DM.
that DM.
Let's see your DM sliding skills. I want to see them.
Just don't break a leg, yeah. Just come
Just-
cool. Just come cool. Don't come with too much heat, baby girl. I love you. Like just,
No,
just
yeah.
In fact, anybody who's coming with that kind of heat, filter it for you.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I
yeah.
think
you
that's what
message
I'm gonna
us
do, yeah.
and then we'll.
Yo, check
I'm
out
willing
this
to
guy.
intimidate. Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
We'll intimidate. We
Alright, yeah.
we know get these things done.
Yeah, I like you guys. I like you guys are cool
that's right.
people.
Yeah, we are.
Cool
We are.
peoples.
You
I
know.
like it. I like
We're
it.
gonna have the S&M like app soon, like a dating app.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
man.
for all
Hook us
the,
up.
if you like anybody that has been on the show, you just slide into their DM automatically, straight.
Straight. No comma, no
No
question.
comma, yeah,
You're
that's
straight.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
like it. I
good.
like it.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you would like to reveal about yourself before we wrap this up? Before we wrap this up, we've sold your market.
Some secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets?
I did ask for
just-
secrets
just
before we started.
Did you? I
Yeah,
don't
I
remember
did.
you asking.
I
You
did.
just
I said, are you
making up a
gonna?
story.
No, I did ask.
Secret.
It's gonna be heavy. Jesus, I'm afraid.
I hate cinnamon.
Wow, you're not the first person. To ever
That was it. That's it. You ain't cinnamon. That's that.
That was heavy, man.
That
Come on,
was
guys.
heavy.
That was really
There was
heavy.
a deep
Was that not
breath
heavy?
before it. Like
Was
I
that
was
not heavy?
braced.
Yeah, it
I
is.
felt it.
It's
Though.
heavy
Did you
enough.
not? Did you not feel it? Did you not feel it? No. All right, cool. All
I
right.
like your piercing, by
Let
the
me
way.
think.
That's right.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Any other piercings?
I actually have about 1, 2, 3, 4,
Whoa.
5,
Where is she
6,
counting this
7,
from?
8,
Whoa.
9.
Oh, ears like wrapped
Yeah,
up.
they're all in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
ears.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
just said like
right,
10. Well, they might all be on my ears.
All right.
Okay.
And on that note, we're
We
gonna wrap it
will
up.
wrap it up.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Peace.
See, that wasn't
Peace
so
out,
hard, was
guys.
it?
It's beautiful. Take
Bye.
care.